1979. It was just a temporary solution. When I come here, it was a base camp to go on the mountain. It feels very permanent in the sense that it feels like home. This is the most at home I feel in any place since I left the place I was born. And this was in October of 1979. So definitely it was a beautiful place. And when I come here one time to help somebody get firewood, there was an old clear cut and all the trees were down. The next spring we started, out here it was just real deep slash, from the debris from logging. Because back when the log, they just knocked everything down. This was a first clear cut in the Lardo Valley here. I guess we were, first of all, the whole feeling of being illegal. And that kind of stayed with me for a few years. And then I got over that. And as I got over that, then I become more home. My father, he was a horseman. I helped him when I was like 10 years old, learned to ride horses. Like a lot of people, I find that their first introduction to the horse, they treat it like a machine. And to me, it's more like being on a boat in rough water, that there's always movement going on, and you always have to be in touch with the movement with horses. For me, it's a discipline. It's actually maybe like somebody doing their yoga or something like that, because you really takes you out of yourself, makes you focus on, and yeah, you have to be like that to make it like horse thing work for you, and keep even temper. So if you get angry with your horses, you're in trouble. With a horse, you have to be polite. You have to ask them. You have to get their willingness and attention. And with a tractor, you don't have to do that. Yeah. And then also the whole feeding and care process like that. I would say that I wouldn't call myself a good horseman by any means. I know good horsemen, but I would never say that, hey, I'd be a good guy to teach you how to use horses, because I have my own rudimentary style that works for me. When I was a child, when I was herding cows for an old lady in my neighborhood, and for me it was lonely because I was away from my brothers and sisters. I left home because I didn't get along with my dad, and I got as far away as possible from family because of all the tragedies associated with my childhood. Back then I never thought I'd ever settle down, that I'd always be a traveler. And when I come here, I kind of grew into the place, and my daughter was born here in the Kootenays, so that's probably the reason that it made it home for me. Yeah. When I think of home, I think of the little thatched house I was born in the west of Ireland. I still think of it as that. But I felt like a drifter, a traveler. Our nature is the same, to be ousted out of the nest. That's natural. That's natural to be forced out of the nest, not to pay mortgages or just to buy freedom so I could do what I want. Well, when you look at the past, we see the good parts of it, and I'm telling you the good parts. My name is Vince McIntyre. I was born in the west of Ireland. I'm 67 years old. This is where I decided in the world to settle down.